Let's get together now. The audience will be here soon. Aaron, you want to join? Now, Angie, speak the speech, I pray you, as I pronounced it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But, Barry, if you would mouth your words, as some of your players do, I would have as Dave the sound guy spoke my lines. Now, Mel, do not saw the air so much with your hand thus, but use all gently. For in the very torrent, tempest, and as I may say, whirlwind of passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that will give all smoothness. Oh, you're here already. Aaron, you should have told me. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Twelfth Night. We would insist that you take a moment to turn off all of your noise-making devices. And if these little ones have an off switch, that might be pretty good too. All right. Also, please keep the aisleways clear, as our actors will use them for entrances and exits. Now you're probably asking yourself, new phone, who dis? Well, nothing's working tonight, guys. I don't know. Well, I am the stage manager, the fool, and many other roles in this play. Now that that bit of business is taken care of, Twelfth Night is normally celebrated on January 6th, the last night of the holiday celebration. It is a time for pranks and telling stories, like the one we're about to tell you. It is a story of family,
of drinking and carousing, of grief and sadness,
of infatuation and redemption, of mistaken identity,
of unrequited love,
full of cake and ale,
of music and dream,
of second chances,
of love and hope.
It is all of those things. And so we begin. Not with courts or kings, but with the aftermath of a shipwreck off the coast of Illyria, where we meet Viola and a ship's captain. Ably played by me.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he is in Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned, but thank you, sailors.
It is perchance, my lady, that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother, and so perchance may he be.
Aye, madam, and to comfort you with chance, I saw him bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea. I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves as long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Tell us of this country.
Aye, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What's the name?
Orsino.
Orsino. I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And is so now, or 'twas so a very late. For but a month ago I went from hence, and then 'twas fresh in rumor, for as you know, what the great ones do, the less will prattle of, that he did seek the love of fair Olivia,
What's she?
a virtuous maid, the daughter of a count, who died some 12 months since, leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, and for whose love, they say, she hath abjured both the sight and company of men.
Oh, that I serve that lady.
That were hard to compass, for she will admit no kind of suit.
There is a fair behavior in thee, Captain. I will believe thou hast a mind that suits with this thy fair and outward character. I pray thee, and I'll pay thee bounteously. Conceal me what I am, and be my aid. For such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. Thou shalt present me as a servant to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow chip thou thy silence to my wit.
Be you his servant, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, let mine eyes not see.
I thank thee. Lead me on.
No. This way. And you're going to need some clothes. Oh! The water is wide, I cannot cross over, and neither have I wings to fly. Oh, build me a boat that can carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. There is a ship, and it sails the sea, and she's laden deep as deep can be, but not so deep as the love I'm in, and I know not if I sink or swim. And so, with the magic of loose clothing and a bit of imagination, voila! Viola becomes...
Cesario!
No. Like a man.
Cesario!
And so she set to work, comforting the Duke, administering to, and sharing her thoughts with members of the Duke's household.
Oh, love is gentle and love is kind, bright as a jewel when first it's you. But love grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew.
If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken, and so die. That strain again that had a dying fall. Oh, it came o'er my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Enough, no more. Just not so sweet now as it was before. Oh, spirit of love, how quick and fresh art thou, that notwithstanding thy capacity receiveth as the sea, not enters there of what validity and pitch soe'er, but falls into abatement and low price even in a minute. How full of shapes is fancy that it alone is high fantastical. How that? What news from her?
Be it please my lord, I might not be admitted. But from her handmaid do receive this answer. The element itself, till 7 years' heat, shall not behold her face in ample view. But, like a cloistress, she will veiled walk in water once a day the chamber round, with eye offending bride. All this to season a brother's dead love.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame, to pay this debt of love, but to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else? Away! Before me in sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
We'll leave the home of Count Orsino for a while and go to a part of Illyria that I love and frequent, the home of my Lady Olivia. and the party is just beginning. As soon as I get my strap.
Wassail, all over the town. Our bread is white and our ale is brown. Our bowl is made of the white maple tree. In the wassailing bowl, I'll drink unto thee. Come butler, come bring us a bowl of your best, so that your soul in heaven may rest. But if you do bring but a bowl of the small, may the devil take butler, bowl, and all. And here's to the maid in the lily white smock, who tripped to the door and pulled back the lock. Who tripped to the door and pulled back the pin, for the bed these jolly wassailers in. Wassail, wassail, all over the town. Our bread is white and our ale is brown. Our bowl is made of the white maple tree. In the wassailing bowl, I'll drink unto thee.
By my troth, Sir Toby, you must come in earlier o' night. Your cousin, my lady, takes great exceptions to your ill hours.
What a plague means my niece to take the death of her brother thus. I'm sure care is an enemy to life.
Aye, but you must confine yourself to the modest limits of order. I heard my lady talk of it the other night, and of some foolish knight that you brought in here one night to be her wooer.
Who? Sir Andrew Aguchi? He's as tall a man as any's in Illyria.
What's that to the purpose?
Why, he has 3,000 ducats a year.
Aye, but I'll have but a year in all these ducats. He's a very fool and a prodigal.
By this hand, they are scoundrels and scabouts who say so. Who are they?
They add. Moreover, he's drunk nightly in your company.
With drinking health to my niece, I'll drink to her as long as I have passage in my throat, and drink in Illyria. Here comes Sir Andrew Agueface.
Sir Toby Belch! How now, Sir Toby Belch?
Sweet Sir Andrew.
Bless you, fair shrew. And you too, sir.
A cost, Sir Andrew, a cost.
What's that?
My niece's chambermaid.
Good Mistress Acost, I desire better acquaintance.
My name is Mary, sir.
Good Mistress Mary.
Very well, gentlemen.
O knight, thou lackest a cup of canary. When did I see thee so put down?
Never in your life, methinks. Unless you see canary put me down. Methinks sometimes I have no more wit than a Christian or an ordinary man has. But I'm a great eater of beef, and I believe it does harm to my wits.
No question.
I'll ride home tomorrow, Sir Toby.
You needn't worry. She'll none of the count. I have heard her swear it. She'll not match above her degree, neither in estate years nor wit. Tut, there's life in it, man.
I'll stay a month longer! I'm a fellow of the strangest mind in the world. I delight in masks and revels, sometimes all together.
What is thy excellence, knight?
I can cut a caper.
Let me see thee caper.
Orsino's court, where Cesario has impressed Orsino, and Orsino has impressed Cesario.
In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow. In the bleak midwinter, long ago.
Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have clasped to thee the book, even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her. Be not denied access. Stand at her doors and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
Sure, my noble lord, if she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she never will admit me.
Be clamorous, and leap all civil bounds, rather than make unprofited return.
Say, I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Oh, then unfold the passion of my love. Surprise her with discourse of my dear fate. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it. I know thy constellation is right apt for this affair. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife. Whoever I woo myself would be his wife.
From now on, I will be Festi the Jester, Olivia's licensed fool. All that really means is I have permission to mock, deride, tease, and troll those in position above me.
That's no fool's waning. They have it now.
Good, Mistress Mariah.
Nay, either tell me where thou hast been, or I will not open my lips so wide as the bristle may enter the way of thy excuse. My lady will hang thee for thy absence.
Well, let her hang me then, for he who is well hanged in this world shall fear no colors.
Make that good.
He shall see none to fear. Well, go thy way. If Sir Toby were to leave drinking, thou wert the wittiest piece of Eve's flesh in all of Illyria.
Peace, you rogue, no more of that. Here comes my lady. Make your excuses wisely. You were best.
Wit to be my will, put me into good fooling. God bless thee, lady.
Take the fool away.
Did you not hear? Take away the lady.
Go to, I'll know more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
My lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take away the lady.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprison in the highest degree. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, Madonna.
Well, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool. My brother's death.
I believe his soul is in hell, Madonna.
I know his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more the fool to mourn a brother's soul being in heaven, Madonna. Take away the fool.
What think you of this, fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. Infirmity that decays the wise doth ever make the better fool.
God send you, sir, a speedy infirmity for the better increasing your folly. For Sir Toby will be sworn that I am no fox, but he will not pass his word for 2 pence that you are no fool.
How say you to that, Malvolio?
I marvel your ladyship takes delight in such a barren rascal. Look you now, he is out of his guard already. If you do not laugh and minister occasion to him, he is gagged. I protest, these so-called wise men that crow so at a set kind of fool, no better than the fool Zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with distempered appetite. To be generous, guiltless, and a free disposition is to take those things for bird bolts that you deem cannon bullets. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
Oh, from the Count Orsino, is it?
I know not, madam, but 'tis a fair young man and well attended.
Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I am sick, or not at home, what you will to dismiss it. Now you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke, madam, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull Joe crammed with brains.
Madam, yon young gentleman swears he will speak with you. I told him that you were sick. He takes it on him to understand as much and therefore comes to speak with you. I told him you were asleep. He seems to have a foreknowledge of that as well, and therefore comes to speak with you. What is to be said of him? He's fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has done so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post and be the supporter to a bench, but he'll speak with you.
What kind of man is he?
Mankind.
What manner of man?
He's a very ill manner. He will speak with you whether you will or no.
Of what personage in years is he, ma'am?
Not yet old enough for a man, nor young enough for a boy. He is very well favored, and he speaks very shrewishly. One would think his mother's milk were hardly out of him.
Let him approach. Call him my gentleman.
Gentlewoman, my lady calls.
Give me my veil. I'll adorn my face. Oh, we will once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house. Which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Oh, most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. Pray, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. Good beauties, let me sustain no scorn. I am very susceptible even to the least sinister usage.
Whence came you, sir?
Oh, I can say little more than I have said.
Are you a comedian?
No, my profound heart. And yet, by the very fangs of malice, I swear, I am not that I play. Are you the lady of the house?
If I do not usurp myself, I am. I heard you were saucy at my gates and allowed your approach rather to wonder at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you have reason, be brief. 'Tis not that time of moon with me to make one in so skipping a dialogue.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No good swimmer. I am to hold here a little longer. Good lady, tell me your mind. I am a messenger.
Oh, sure, you have some hideous matter to deliver when the courtesy of it is so fearful. Speak your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as fond of peace as matter.
Yet you began rudely. What are you? What would you?
The rudeness that hath appeared in me have I learned from my entertainment.
Give us a place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, what is your text?
Most sweetly.
Oh, a comfortable doctrine, and much may be said of it. Where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
In his bosom! In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. Spoilers, it is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam. Let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate? with my face. You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such one I was dispresent. Is it not well done?
Excellently done. God did all.
'Tis ingrained, sir, to endure wind and weather.
I see you what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
Oh, how does he love me?
With adorations, with fertile tears, with groans that thunder, love with sighs of fire. If I did love you in my master's flame, with such a suffering, such a deadly life, in your denial I would find no sense.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate, and call upon my soul within the house. Write loyal cantus of contemnate love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Halloo your name to the reverberant hills, and make the baffling gossip of the air cry out, Olivia! You should not rest between the elements of air and earth. But you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send for me no more, unless perhaps you come to me again. To tell me how he takes it. Fairly well. I thank thee for that pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post lady. Keep your purse. Farewell. Fair cruelty.
What is your parentage? Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman. Oh, be sworn thou art, thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, spirit. How now? Oh, even so quickly might one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible, a subtle stealth to creep in at my eye. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
And after that same peevish messenger, the county's man, he left this ring behind him, would I or no. Tell him all none of it. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I am not for him. If that the youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give it reasons for it. Hide thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do. I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force. Ourselves we do not owe what is decreed must be. Oh, and be this so.
Were not you even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
Oh. She returns this ring to you. You could have saved me my pains, to have taken it away yourself. Receive it. So?
She took the ring off me. All none of it.
Come, sir. You peevishly threw it at her, and she would have it so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies, in your eye. If not, be it hers that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She made good view with me, indeed, so much that sure methought her eyes had lost her tongue, for she did speak in sorts distractedly. She loves me, sure. The cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger. lord's ring. Why? He sent her now. I am the man! Oh, if it be so as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. How will this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him. And she, mistaken, seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas that day, when thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe. Oh, time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard and not for me to untie.
Was yet a many accounted beautiful. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Beg your pardon, sir, my bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
Let me be your servant.
I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Very well.
Justice of the gods go with you. I have many enemies in Orsino's court. Otherwise, I'll very shortly see thee there. But, come what may, I adore thee so, that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
It is 1 a.m. at Olivia's home. Sir Toby and Sir Andrew are reluctant to end the evening celebrations. Four calling birds,
3 French hens,
2 calling birds, and a partridge in a pear
Come, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be abed betimes thou knowest.
Nay, my troth. I know not, but I know to be up late is to be up. Late.
A false conclusion. I hate it as an unfilled can. Does not our life consist of the 4 elements?
Fate, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. I say, a stoop of wine.
Here comes the fool in vain.
How now, my hearts? Did you never see the picture of we 3?
Come now, let's have a song.
A song?
Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, here you go.
Here's 6 pence. Now, let's have a song.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
There's money from me too.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
I care not for good life.
Join me, Sir Toby.
Come, They told me pa-rum-a-bum-bum, a newborn king to see, pa-rum-a-bum-bum. Our finest gifts we bring, pa-rum-a-bum-bum, rum-a-bum-bum, rum-a-bum-bum.
Peace on earth,
Pa-rum-a-bum,
can it be? Years from now, perhaps we'll see the day of glory. See the day when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth, can it be?
every child must be made aware. Every child must be made to care enough for his fellow man, to give all the love that he can.
I pray my wish will come true for my child and your child too. Shall see the day of glory. See the day when men of goodwill live in peace again. Peace on earth, can it be? Can it be?
A mellifluous voice as I am true knight.
Yes. Shall we rouse the night owl in a catch that will draw 3 souls from one reaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me? Let's do it. Good in faith. Come, begin.
Let's all sing Deck the Halls.
Deck the halls with boughs of jolly. La 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly. La 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 la.
What in carol do we keep here? If my lady had not pulled up her store mobile and bid him turn you out the doors, never trust me.
La 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 la.
God, please.
My masters! Are you mad? What are you? Have you no wit, honesty, or manners? Is there no respect for place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep time, sir, in our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady hath bade me tell you that though she harbors you, her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself from these misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, and it would please you and me to take your leave of her, she is very willing to bid you farewell.
Art thou more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, there shall be no more cakes and ale? Wine, Mariah.
Mistress Mary, if you prize my lady's favorite anything more than contempt, you would not give means to this uncivil rule.
me alone with him. If I do not fool him and make him a common recreation, do not think I have wit enough to lie straight in my bed. I know I can do it.
Possess us, possess us. Tell us something of him.
He is but a time pleaser. He is a Puritan, an affectionate ass that believes in faith that all that look upon him love him. And on that vice will my revenge find notable cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein, by the color of his eyes, the shape of his leg, the manner of his gait, I can write very much like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands.
He will think, by the letters that thou wilt drop, that they're from my niece and that she's in love with him.
My purpose is indeed a horse of that color.
And your horse now will make him an ass!
I know my letter will work upon him. I'll plant you two, and let the fool make a third, where he shall find the letter, observe his construction of it. For this night, to bed, and dream on the events. Farewell.
Good night.
She's a good wench.
And one that adores me, what of that?
I was adored once too.
Let's to bed, knight. Thou niece has sent for more money.
Ugh. If I cannot recover your niece, I'm a foul way out.
Come, come. I'll go burn some sack. 'Tis too late to go to bed now. Come, knight, come, knight. 5 golden birds.
Sir Toby and Sir Andrew aren't the only ones having a restless evening. We return to the house of Count Orsino and see how Cesario and the Count fare.
Give me some music! Now, good morrow, friends. Now, good Cesario. But that song we had last night, the old and antique song, methought it did relieve my passion much more than light airs and recollected terms of these most brisk and giddy-paced times. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship that you sing it.
Who was it?
Vesta, the jester, my lord.
Seek him out and play the tune the while. Come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love in the sweet pangs of it, remember me. For such as I am, all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How dost thou like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned.
Thou dost speak masterly. Young though thou art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little by your favor.
What kind of woman is?
Your complexion?
Bella! She is not worthy, then. What years in faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven! Let still the woman take an elder than herself. So wears she to him, so sways she level in her husband's heart. Boy, however we do praise ourselves, our fancies are more giddy and unfirm, more longing, wavering, sooner lost and worn than woman's are.
I think it will, my lord.
Then let thy love be younger than thyself, or thy affection cannot hold the faint. For women are as roses, its fair flower being once displayed, doth fall that very hour. No, the song we had last night. Mark it, Cesario, it is old and plain. The spinsters and the knitters in the sun and the free maids who weave their thread with bone do used to chant it. It is silly sooth and dallies with the innocence of love. like the old age.
Are you ready, sir?
All right, ready to sing?
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light beams. I'll be home for Christmas. If
There's for thy pains.
no pain, sir. I take pleasure in singing, sir.
There's for thy pleasure.
Truly, sir, for pleasure will be paid at one time or another.
Give me now leave to leave thee.
May thy melancholy God bless thee, and thy tailor make thy doublet of changeable taffeta, for thy mind art a very opal. Farewell.
Once more sorry. Get thee to yon same sovereign cruelty. Tell her, my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands, the parts that fortune hath been bestowed upon her. Tell her I hold more dearly than fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in, attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir,
I cannot be so answered.
but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, has for your love a greater pang of heart than you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman's sides can bide the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter, loved a man, as it might be, perhaps, were I a woman, I should, your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love. But concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined and thought, and with the green and yellow melancholy, she sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief.
Oh.
Was this not love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too. And yet, I don't know. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste. Give her this jewel. Say, my love can give no place. By no denay. I'll be home for Christmas.
We turn our attention back to Olivia's home, where Sir Toby, Sir Andrew, and Maria will play their prank on Malvolio.
Get ye all three behind the box tree! Malvolio's coming down the walk. He has been yonder in the sun, practicing behavior to his own shadow this half hour. Observe him for the love of mockery, for I know that this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Close in the name of jesting, Lie thou there, for here comes the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune. All is fortune. Maria told me she did affect me, and I have heard her come thus near, that should she fancy, it would be one of my complexion. Besides, she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. See? What should I think of it? What employment have we here? By my life, this is my lady's hand. These be her very C's, her U's and her T's, and thus she makes her very great P's. Is in contempt of question her hand.
Her C's, her U's, and her T's? Why's that?
Jove knows I love but who. Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know. I may command where I adore, but silence, like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke, my heart doth bore. M-O-A-I doth sway my life. Nay, but first, let me see. Oh, let me see. I may command where I adore. She may command me. I serve her. She is my lady. This is evident in any formal capacity. There is no obstruction in this. But that end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me. M-O-A-I. A mooey. What's that little one? Malvolio? Oh, M, yes, that begins my name. Soft, here follows prose. If this fall into thy hand, revolve. In my stars I am above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. Thy fates, open thy hands, let thy blood and spirit embrace them, and to inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble sloth, and appear fresh. Be opposite for the kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang arguments of state, and put thyself into the trick of singularity. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Oh. Remember who commended thy yellow stockings, and wished to see thee ever cross-gartered. I say, remember, go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see the steward still, the fellow of servants and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Oh, farewell! She that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. I will be proud. I will read politic authors. I will baffle Sir Toby. I do not now fool myself to let imagination jade me, for every reason excites to this, that my lady loves me. She did commend my yellow stockings of late, and she did praise my leg for being cross-gartered. And in this she manifests herself to my love with a kind of injunction, drives me to these habits of her liking. Jove and my stars be praised. Oh, here yet is a postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling? Thy smiles become me well. Therefore in my presence still smile, my dear, sweet, I prithee. Oh, Jove, I thank thee. I will smile. No? Oh, okay. First time for everything. I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
Marry this wench for this device.
So could I
And ask no other dowry, but such another jest. Here comes my noble gold catcher. Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves him, he must run mad.
do. Nay, but say true. Does it work upon him?
Like free malt liquor in a trailer park.
If you will see then the fruits of the sport, Marcus first approached before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her, being addicted to melancholy as she is. It will not but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
Ladies and gentlemen, intermission. Glad you made it back for Act 2. We got a sword fight you're definitely going to want to see.
That's right. This ain't no heartbreak hotel. We're going to have a hunk of burning love. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas on wine. But have a blue Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
Say you be friends and my music. Are you the lady Olivia's school?
I am her corrupter of words.
Is thy lady within?
Would not a pair of these have bread, sir?
I understand you, 'tis well begged.
My lady is within. I will construe to them from whence you come. Who you are and what you are is out of my welcome. I might have said element, but the wine is overworn.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the point of my voyage, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. In your hands, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant saint, or princess.
My servant, sir. 'Twas never very world since lowly feigning was called consummate. You are servant to the Count Orsino. You.
And he is yours. And his needs must be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him, for his thoughts, what they were blanks rather than filled with me.
Madam, I come to what your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
By your leave, I pray you, I bade you never speak again of him. But would you undertake another suit? I would rather hear you to solicit that than music from the spheres. Give me leave, beseech you. I did send after the last enchantment. You did hear a ring in chase of you. So did I abuse myself, my servant, and I fear me you. Under your hard construction must I sit to force that on you in such a shameful cunning, to which you do none of yours. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that tyrannous heart can think? To one of your receiving, enough is shown. A cypress, not a bosom hideth my heart. So, what do you say?
I pity you.
That is a degree to love.
No, not a bit, for very oft we pity enemies.
Why, then, methinks 'tis time to smile again. Oh, world, how apt for art to be proud if one is to be a prey. How much better to fall before the lion than the wolf. The clock upbraids me with the waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth. I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth is come to harvest, your wife is alike to reap a proper man. There lies your way. Do what?
Grace and good disposition attend your ladyship. Yield nothing, madam. To my lord by me.
Stay. I prithee, tell me what thou thinkest of me.
You do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
You think you're right, I am not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than what I am? Think it might, for now I am your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt, the anger of his lip. A murderous guilt shows not itself more soon than love would seem hid. Love's night is noon. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, everything, I love thee so, that maugre all thy pride, no wit, no reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reason from this clause, for that I woo thou therefore hast no cause, but rather reason thus with reason fair. Love sought is good, but given unsought.
By innocence, I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth that no woman has. Never none shall mistress be of it, save I alone. And so would you, good madam. Never more will I my master scarce you deplore.
And come again. Thou perhaps mayest move this heart, which now abhors to like his love.
I saw mommy kissing Santa underneath the mistletoe last night.
No! No, Faith! I'll not stay a jot longer!
Give thy reason, You must needs yield your reasons, Sir Andrew.
Mary! I saw your niece do more favors to that count's serving man than she ever bestowed upon me. I saw it in the
Did she see thee the while, old man? Tell me that.
as plain as I see you now.
This was a great favor of love in her towards you.
Will you make an ass out of me?
I will prove it legitimate, sir. She did show favor to the youth in your sight, only to exasperate you, to awaken your dormouse valor, to put fire in your heart and brimstone in your liver. You should have banged the youth into dumbness. Challenge the Count's youth. Hurt him, fight with him, hurt him in 11 places. My niece shall take note of it. And assure thyself, there is no love broker in the world can more prevail in man's commendation with woman than report of valor. And there is no way but this, Sir Andrew.
Will you bear me a challenge to him?
Go, write it in a martial hand. Be cursed and breathe.
This is a dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
I have been dear to him, lad, some 2,000 strong or so.
We'll have a rare letter from him, but you'll not deliver it.
By all means, and spur the youth on to an answer.
If you desire to laugh yourself into stitches, follow me. Young Malvolio's turned heathen. He is in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered?
Oh, most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him. I can hardly forbear hurling things at him. He'll smile upon my lady, and if she do, he'll strike him. It'll take him as a great favor.
Come, bring us where he is.
We'll return to Olivia's home in a moment, but there's something you need to know first. Remember Sebastian, Viola's twin brother? She made it to Illyria fine, but someone followed her. Poor Antonio. Some guys just can't take a hint.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than father steal this from me for. Jealousy what might befall your child will be skills in these parts, which to a stranger unguided and unfriended often prove rough and unhospitable.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make, but thanks. And thanks. And never thanks. Oh, what's to do? Shall we go see the relics of this town? I pray you. Let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and things of fame that do renown this city.
Ooh, would you give me a second? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in the sea fight against the countless galleys, I did some service of such no indeed if I were taken here, it'd scarce be answered.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Ho, sir. Here's my purse. No. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet while you beguile your time and feed your knowledge with the viewing of the place. There you shall have me. To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow upon him? For youth is bought more oft than begged or borrowed. Oh, I speak too loud. Where is Malvolio? He is sad and civil, too dwell for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
He's coming, madam, but in a very strange manner.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
Oh, madam, he does nothing but smile.
Go call him. I am as mad as he is sad, and merry madness equal me.
could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. What of that?
What is the matter with thee?
It's not black in my mind, but yellow in my leg.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
Aye, lady, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee!
Good Madonna, the young gentleman of I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria! Let this fellow be looked to. Where is Sir Toby? Let my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for my half of the dowry.
Here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! I discard you. Leave me to my private. Go off!
Oh, lo, how hallow the fiend speaks within him. Sir Toby, did not I tell you, my lady prays you to have a care of him?
Go! Hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow creatures. You shall know more hereafter.
Condemn it in improbable fiction. We must pursue him now, lest this device take air and change.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house will be quieter.
Come, we'll have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We shall carry it thus, for our pleasure and his penance, till our very pastime, tired out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him.
Here's the letter. Read it.
If this letter moves him not, his legs cannot. How give it him?
You may have very fit occasion for it. My lady is now in some commerce with him and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew. Await him at the far corner of the orchard. As soon as thou seest him draw, and as thou drawest, swear horrible. Away!
Nay, let me alone for swearing. Fudge!
Verily, he does not say fudge. Now, I will not deliver this letter, for the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. His employment between his lord and my niece confirms no less. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. He will find it comes from a lie. But I will challenge him by word of mouth. Set upon Ague Cheek a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman, as I know his youth will aptly receive it, into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity. This will so frighten them both that they will kill one another by the look.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to unsherry out. There is something in me that reproves my fault, but such a headstrong, potent fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With the same passion that your passion bears goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewelry. 'Tis my picture, refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask of me that I'll deny? That honor saved me upon asking give.
Nothing but this. Your true love for my master.
How, with mine honor, can I give to him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, then, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
God save thee, gentlemen.
And you, sir!
That defense thou hast, betake thee to it. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done him, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, and bloody as the hunter, awaits thee at the end of the yoke. Dismount thy top and be there in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake me, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me. My remembrance is very free and clear from any image of offense done to any man.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore, if you hold your life at any price, he take you to your guard. For your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, skill, and fury withhold a man withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He is knight, dubbed with unhatched rapier and on carpet consideration, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath he divorced in three, and his incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be none but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word, give it or take it.
I shall return again into the lady's house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of some kind of men that put quarrels purposely on others to taste their valor. Feel like this is a man of that quirk.
Sir, no. His indignation comes from a very public offense. Therefore, get you on and give him his desire. Back you shall not to the house, unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety you might answer him. Meddle you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office to know of the night what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Maria, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Oh, I pray you, madam, do you know of this matter?
I know that the knight is incensed against
I
you.
beseech you, what manner of man is he?
Oh, he is, sir, the most bloody, skillful, and fatal opponent that you could have ever met in any part of Illyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make my peace for him with you, if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Why, man, he's the very devil.
I'll not meddle with him.
But he will not now be pacified. Maria can scarce hold him yonder.
Let him let the matter slip. I'll give him my ride. My green Chevrolet.
I'll make the motion. Stand there and make a good show of it. I'll ride your Chevy as well as I ride you. I have his card to take up the quarrel. I persuaded him to use the devil.
Yes, it's horribly conceited of him. He's panting. He's pale. Has a bearer at his heels.
There is no remedy, sir. He will, for oath's sake, have one bout with you. He protests he will not hurt you.
Oh, pray God defend me. A little thing will make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Come, Sir Andrew. There is no remedy. He will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot avoid it. But he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Come on, to it.
Against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have offended you, I take the fall on me. If you offend him, I pray him defy you.
You, sir, why, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love, yet do more than you have heard him brag to you, he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Antonio, I arrest you in the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no jive. Though you have no sea cap on your head, take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. But this comes with seeking you. There's no remedy for it. I shall answer. What will you do now that my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? It grieves me much more as to what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be comforted. I must now treat you with some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness that you have shown me here, and being prompted by a present trouble, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much. I'll make division on my present with you. Hold, there's half my copper.
Will you deny me now? Do not tempt my misery lest it make me so unsound a man to upbraid you with those kindnesses I've done for you.
I know of none.
The time goes by. Away.
Oh, how vile and idle proves this God. Thou hast Sebastian of great future shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind. Leave me on.
Methinks his words do form from such passion fly, that he believes himself. So do not I. Oh, prove true, imagination, prove true, that I, dear brother, be now taken for you.
A very dishonest boy, and a coward that his dishonesty shows in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him. And for his cowardship, ask Mariah.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
Slid. I'll have to begin and I'll beat him.
Let's see the events.
I dare lay any money on it, 'twill be nothing yet.
Cesario! Would you make me believe that I am not come for you?
Go to, go to. Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well held out in faith. No, I do not know you, nor am I sent here by my lady to bid you come speak to her, nor is your name not Master Cesario, nor is my nose not my nose. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy follies somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly? He has heard this word from some great man and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly. I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me, what shall I vent to my lady? Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment. Macho, macho, I am a macho man. Macho man. Macho man. Macho. And so we meet again. Here's to you. Right there. And there. And there. Whoa! Are all the people mad?
Hold, sir, or I'll throw your dagger over the house. Come, sir, hold.
Let go of thy hand.
No, sir, I will not let you go.
I will be free from thee. What's thou now?
I must have an ounce or two of this malapert blood from you.
Hold! On thy life I charge thee, hold!
Madam.
Will it ever be thus? Ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains, the barbarous caves where manners never preach, out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario. Sir Toby, be gone! I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion sway in this uncivil and thou unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, so that thou thereby mayest smile at us. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me. He started one poor heart of mine with thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. But fancy still my sense and late they steep. If it be thus a dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee. I would thus be ruled by me.
Madam, I will.
Say so, and so be.
To him and tell me how thou findest him.
Okay. La 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 la.
I would we were well rid of this knavery. If he may be so conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am so far at a fence with my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety the sport to the upshot. Come by and by to my chamber.
Infirmity that decays the wine doth ever make the better fool.
I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas, 'cause I ain't been nothing but bad.
Fool! Fool, I say.
Who calls?
Oh, good fool! As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee. Help me to a candle and pen, paper, and ink.
Master Malvolio?
I, good fool, never a man was so notoriously abused. Help me to some light and paper and ink, and I convey what I will set down to my lady. It will advantage thee more than e'er pairing of letter did.
I will fetch thee light, and paper, and ink.
Oh, I will requite it to thee in the highest degree. Oh, I prithee, be gone!
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though 'tis wonder that enwraps me thus, it is not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the elephant, yet there he was. And there I found to his credit that he did range the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrinkle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust, but that I am mad. Or else the lady is mad. Yet if it were so, then she cannot sway her house, command her followers, take back and give affairs, and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Like not to resist one. If you mean well, then go with me and with this holy man here into the chantry by. There and under that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, so that my most jealous and too doubtful soul might live at peace. He shall conceal it. Whilst you are willing, you shall come to note what day we will celebration keep, in accordance to my birth. What do you say?
I will follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Oh, then lead the way, good father. Heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Mistress Mariah, grant me another request.
Anything.
Desire not to see this letter.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
We are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her, and bring her along with you, it may await my bounty further.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater
Orsino! Noble sir, be pleased that I shake off these names that you give me. For Antonio was never yet thief, nor captain, though I must confess on base of ground none. Orsino's enemy. A witchcraft drew me hither. That most ungrateful boy by your side from the rude seas and rage and foamy mouth did I redeem him. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did thereto add my love, without retention or restraint. All his in dedication. For his sake, pure for his love, did I expose myself into the danger in this adverse town. While being apprehended, not mean to protect me in danger, taught him to face me off his acquaintance, and grow 20 years removed thing while one would blink. Denied me mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord.
Here comes the countess. Now heaven walks on her. But for the fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me, but more of that anon. Take him aside. Let's go.
What would, my lord, but that you may not have, for an Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Gracious Olivia!
Cesario, good, my lord.
My lord would speak. My duty hushes me.
If it be up to the old tune, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What? To perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithfulest offerings, hath breathed out that air devotion tender. What shall I do?
Even would it please, my lord, it shall become him.
Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ripe in mischief.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more. My all more than air I shall love wife. If I do fame, witnesses above punish my life for tainting of my love.
I be detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does you wrong?
Whither, Cesario? Cesario, husband, stay! I, husband, can you not deny?
Her husband, Sirrah!
My lord, not I.
Welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence here to unfold what thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
Oh, faith in the Gora, a contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joinder of hands and attested to by the holy close of lips.
WTF! Thou dissembling cup, what wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Or will not else thy craft so quickly grow that thine own trip shall be thine overthrow? Farewell, and take her! But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear! Hold, little faithful, thou hast too much fear.
Oh, for the love of God, surgeon! Send one presently to Sir Toby!
What's the matter, Sir Andrew? Who has done this?
The Count's gentleman was Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
There he is! You broke my head for nothing! And that I did. I was sent on to do it by Sir Toby!
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you.
What a coxcomb there! He has hurt me! Your cook, Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more. But if he had not been in drink, he would have tickled your other gates. Then he did.
How now, gentlemen, how is it with you?
It's all one. He has hurt me, and there's an end to it.
Away with him. Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby. We'll be dressed together.
Will you help me?
Get him to bed. Let us hurt people too.
I'm sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman. But had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive that I have offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, for the vows we made each other, but solely to go.
One face, one voice, one habit, and Two persons. Natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! Oh, my dear Antonio! How the hours have racked and tortured me since I have lost thee.
Sebastian, are you?
Hearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the vine waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messeling. Sebastian was my father. Such Sebastian was my brother too. So when he sees me brought to the tomb, his spirits in the form both form and suit to come to fright us.
Were you a woman, as the rest goes even, should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, Joan
Do
Viola!
not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count. All of the occurrence of my fortune since have been between this lady and this lord.
So comes it, lady. You have been mistook, but nature to refine us drew in that. You would have been contracted to a maid, nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
Oh, be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share of this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those swearings will I overswear, and all those swearings keep us true in soul as thought or continent, the fire that's ever stayed from night.
Give me the hand. Let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maid's garment. He upon some action is now at Malvolio suit, a gentleman and follower of my ladies.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. Oh, alas, I do remember me. Poor fellow, they say he is much distract. A most extracting frenzy of mine own, for my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, sir?
I, madam, as well as any man in his case may do, has here writ you this letter. I should have given to you this morning.
Let me open it and read it. Did he write this?
I, madam.
This sabor's not much of distraction.
Fetch Malvolio hither. See you no more. My lord, these things further thought of, to think me as well a sister as a wife, one day shall crown the alliance on it. So please you here at my house at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him, so much against the mettle of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister! You are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray you peruse that letter. You cannot now deny it is your hand. Tell me in the modesty of honor why you have bade me come to you, smiling and cross-gartered, to put on yellow stockings and frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And in this obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned and made the most notorious geck and gull e'er invention played on? Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing. I confess, much like the character, 'tis out of question Mariah's hand. And now it bethink me, 'twas she first told me thou was mad. Then camest in, smiling, and in such forms that here were presupposed upon thee in a letter.
Good madam, hear me speak. Sir Toby set this device against Malvolio here, upon some stubborn and uncourteous parts he had conceived against him. Maria read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, and in recompense thereof he hath married her.
Alas, for full have they baffled thee.
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. But do you remember, madam, why laugh you at such a barren rascal? And you smile not, he's gagged. Thus, the whirligig of time brings its revenges.
I'll be revenged upon the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to appease. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known and golden time convents, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hands. Cesario, come! For so you shall be while you are a man. But when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
Yours,
world begun, and that's all one. And now our play is done.